Hi. As you'll know, the new EYFS requirements from the government in 2012 are drastically reduced from the previous criteria. However, there is still a need to report and monitor a child's progress when under your care. This can be done very easily through EYFS Made Simple 2012. You start by clicking on Kids and EYFS Reporting. This gives you a list of all the children that you have under your care. If you select a particular child that you wish to report on, you'll come up with that child's summary page. Within it, you have their name, who their parent is, date of birth, when they first registered with you, and various front-of-mind notes that you might like to make on this child. You can also include a photograph, which can be very useful just to remind yourself exactly which child you're dealing with. Along the bottom are a number of icons. So if we look at initially the daily diary, and on this function, you can add in daily notes on that particular child. This allows you to present the parents with a diary of what their children have been doing every day through the week, and also allows you to keep track of their progress and what they've been doing. First of all, you need to choose a child, and then click the Add Observation button. This brings up all the current EYFS criteria. As you can see, they're ordered by age. So as this child goes through his personal, social and emotional development, you can tick those things that they come to as they occur. So for example, if Frank is building relationships with special people already, then you need to tick that. And you should, by the end of it, have the majority of these ticked through the age group that they're in. You then can go to the next area, which is self-confidence and self-awareness, and again, choose those areas where you believe this child has achieved a suitable level. And these go through all the requirements for the EYFS through the various different areas. Once you've finished, press Save and Close. You can also print an empty observation sheet if you want to use it during the day and handwrite in your observations as you're working with the children through your day. Once you've done a daily diary entry, you press Save and Close, and you go back to the child's homepage. You can look at the summary of the children's review. In here you can do periodic summaries of how the child is progressing, and choose where you believe they're up to in their age group within the prime areas of EYFS judgment, so within personal, social, emotional, communication and language, and physical development. And this allows you to produce periodic summaries outside of the daily diary. Once you've completed that, you can go back into the child's homepage. You can see the development charts by each of the major EYFS areas and have a look and see how this child is progressing according to its peer levels and the top and bottom tier according to the government guidelines. So as you can see here, Stephen is 27 months old and is slightly under the level that is expected for his age in terms of making relationships, managing feelings and behaviour, and self-confidence and awareness. And this allows you to communicate this accurately and consistently with the parents. And you can do this by every area within the EYFS requirements. You can also produce a learning journal by setting up the date that you wish this to start and clicking on the button. This will show you a summary of their learnings to date along with any observations that you've made. Again, you can use this to present it to the parents so that they have a full understanding of what their child is doing when in your care. So that is the quick, easy, simple and effective way to track the children's progress under the EYFS requirements.